Hello, folks, and welcome to the Movie Mad Facebook. What do you mean, Movie Mad Facebook page? Movie Mad channel. What am I talking about? The reason probably I said that is because I was about to say that I've not got many purchases over the last couple of weeks, mainly because, to be honest with you, I've not been out looking. My tooth's hurting, got a lot of work on. Just
Guys, give me the world's smallest violin.
see, hear all that sympathy I got from my wife there.
Sympathy, sympathy.
But my tooth is still killing me. I had to go to the dentist again on Monday and they've still only temporarily filled it. So hopefully I'll get repaired.
We'll get my award, guys.
Yeah, but you didn't get out here say this tooth is.
I can't say that tooth is, trust me.
Oh, it is sore. It's still sore right now. So what I was saying is I got this from Amazon just a couple of weeks ago, and I did put it on the Movie Mad Facebook page. So if anybody's got it, it's a movie I've never actually seen before, which I don't think I've seen it before.
Oh, it's nice. I can have a look.
It's in German. It's from German because Disney released this
Stripes.
country. Yes, it is Stripes, which I've not seen before.
It's good.
Well, I thought
It's good. I like Stripes.
this isn't on Blu-ray in the UK, and it was £8.20 on, and I seen it and I thought that's actually a pretty good deal. £8 a lot of money. Will I get it? And then I just swiped and got it. So I picked up Stripes, and it says the extended version with Bill Murray, and has it got John Candy in it as well? It's got John Candy.
I think it does.
And it's got the other guy from Ghostbusters, Ivan Reitman.
Egon,
yeah. He's dead now, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it Harold Ramis?
I think Ken. It's a good movie anyway.
Right, either way, I picked it up for £8.20. And then I was feeling a bit sorry for myself, so I thought I would take a wee look around the charity shops. And I spotted something in the charity shops that I have always wanted. And I spent the most probably I've ever spent in a charity shop on these. And then I regretted it, sort of, and I'll tell you why. So I'll show you what I got. Walked into the charity shop, Cancer Research. This is sitting on the shelf. Star Trek Deep Space Nine, the complete collection. I've always intended to get these when they're in CEX with any vouchers I've got left, but they've never came into my CEX. The box is a little bit tatty, which is alright. And it was 20 quid. And I looked at it and I thought, for £20, I've watched Star Trek Deep Space Nine probably once a year, at least once a year for the last 5 or 6 years. It's got so that my wife actually knows what the episodes are.
And that is so sad.
And she doesn't even watch it. It's just on when I'm there. So I thought, with Paramount Plus and Netflix, this is going to come off streaming at some point. And I actually own Star Trek Series 1 to 7, Deep Space Nine, and these wee thin sets here. I'll show you. I would show you if I could get them out. And these wee thin sets here that I've picked up over time. So I've got all 1 to 7 of these. So I can probably trade these in. And then I've got the nice box set here. And the Deep Space Nine box, I don't regret. Don't regret buying. And as you see, just have an example. I checked all the discs on it after I got it home. I did check a few in the shop, but you can't be going through an entire set like this in the shop when it's really busy. So they're all like this. They're all good. All the discs are in great shape. Cases are in great shape. Actually, all pretty good. Yes, pretty good indeed. So I've always wanted that set. So for £20, I didn't actually have £20, so I put it on my credit card and I thought, you know what, £20 on my credit card, I can pay that back in a couple of weeks' time. So and I'm never likely to see that in the charity shop again. But what was right next to it on the shelf? the other box set I wanted. Star Trek Voyager, the complete seasons 1 to 7. And again, it was £20. I'm like, that's 40 quid. Should I just take one? But I thought, if I take one, I'll regret leaving the other one. So I took them both, and I said, that's £40. I can put my credit card. I can just, I'll pay it up over Christmas time, he says. So I took that one, and then I got this one home. Looked at all the discs. I looked at some of the discs in the shop, and they all looked fine. But opened this one up. One disc missing out the whole set. Season 2, disc 3. Completely missing out of the Voyager set. And I'm like, okay. Would I pay £20 for that with one missing disc? Maybe. But I think I'm going to have to return it. They did say that if there was anything up with them that I could return them within 14 days. I don't actually own season 6 and 7 of Voyager. So that's the one I really didn't want to be missing. And I've got the Slimline editions of Voyager season 2 to 1 to 5. And I picked up this because I thought, tell you what I can do is I can just take my disc out of this one and put in, but the discs don't match. The disc in disc 3 just doesn't match the set, and that would bug me. I don't know, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I might return it and say, listen, there's a disc missing. So there any chance any chance I could maybe get a discount on it, but you didn't want to be cheeky in the charity shop, you know. But so is my dilemma. So that is all the things I got over the last 2 weeks. But when I say all the things I got, that's 2 things that I really wanted for my collection. Now with the Deep Space Nine, that'll actually make a wee bit of shelf space because it's much neater than my 7 individual ones. And again, the same with Voyager. If I choose to keep it. And although I do spend £40, I think I get a few quid back, maybe 6 or 7 quid back by trading all the Deep Space Nine Slims in and the Voyager one. So I'll probably get about £7 or £8 back from that. So I'm just weighing up my options. I like my nice Christmas setup though. It's pretty good. What do you guys think? So let me know what your thoughts are. Would you return it? Would you not? What are your thoughts on Deep Space Nine and Voyager? I actually like them both. I think they've both got their merits. People call Neelix in Star Trek Voyager the Jar Jar Binks of it, but he's nowhere near as bad as Jar Jar Binks. I actually like a lot of the Neelix stories. And some of the Borg stories are good. They do get overused a bit in the last bits of the series, but, you know, there you go. But I've always liked them. I remember watching when I was a student, 18, and I went in HMV, it's the James Centre in Edinburgh, and this was on the TV, the CRTV TV, and we were looking at the graphics, and we went like, that looks absolute brilliant series. He got all the videos. Every week they came out, you know, part 1 and part 2, and I'm like, 17. I was like, I couldn't afford that. So finally I've got the Voyager set, but it's got 1 disc missing. I still don't know if I'm going to return it. I don't know what I'm going to do. Because if I go back and say I want to return it, and they give me a discount, then I'd keep it. But if I go back and return it, and they're not going to give me a discount, and I just return it, I'll still be disappointed that I've not got that full set. Because I actually didn't own season 6 and 7, and I do have the disc. It just doesn't match. Right, so that's it. Thanks for watching. If you have any thoughts, as I said, put them in the comments below, and that way I'll get back to you. Thanks, guys. See you later.